Hi, I'm Lee Ramsdell with Eastern Bikes, and we're going to show you how to assemble a BMX bike. Tools you're going to need to put together a BMX bike are socket set with an extension, 10mm socket, a 5 and a 6mm Allen key. This is a 15mm pedal wrench, and I also have some smaller Allen keys, all metric, just to fine-tune some brake things. And another very important part is grease. And the first thing we're going to do is take the contents out of the box. Once you're just left with the frame, fork, bars, wheels, and cranks like I have here, go ahead and put it into your bike stand. It's easier to work with. You don't necessarily need a bike stand, but it does help. We're going to put in the front wheel. Just make sure your nuts are loosened up enough to where you can get it in between the dropout and the cone nuts. Set the wheel into the fork as far as it can go. I like to hand tighten it first. And these take a 15mm socket wrench and just kind of tighten them evenly. And next is a really easy step. It's just putting the seat in. And then I'm taking my 6mm Allen key and tightening this up. Now we're going to put on the pedals. I've greased up the spindles. Start tightening your right hand pedal clockwise. Now we're going to use our 15mm pedal wrench. You can use 15mm open end wrench, but these are great because they're nice and thin and fit nicely in between the crank and the pedal. Put it on there, give it a good snug. We're going to do the left hand. This one goes on opposite. This is a counterclockwise thread. Take your pedal wrench and snug it up nice. We're going to put on the bars. You're going to want to remove the front plate of the stem. Just go and take your 6mm Allen wrench, and I like to loosen everything up to where I can grab it by my hand so that you don't drop anything. Then you put the bar on. Try to make sure you keep it centered. Once you start tightening up the Allen bolts, go ahead and lift your bars. It's good to have them parallel with the forks. It's a great starting point. Okay, make sure you tighten the bolts evenly. You don't want one in more than the other, or the bars will end up slipping, or you could damage the stem. One of the final things we're going to do is adjust the brakes. The brakes come pre-adjusted usually. What you have to do here is unwrap the brake cable and put it into the lever. Sometimes the lever, as you can see here, is down too far. So take this is a 5mm Allen wrench, just loosen it up, move it until it's just past your bar where your cable will go in, and tighten it back up. Make sure your adjusting barrel, it'll have these two little slits in there. They all have to be pointed straight down. Okay, we're going to insert the cable into the brake lever. And we're going to actually adjust the brake, just give it 2 turns so you can have some adjustment later on when you're tightening your brakes. Your brakes come pre-adjusted. The only thing you might have to do is, once you get your brake cable in there, is take this piece, push your brakes together, and insert it. I'm Lee Ramsdell with Eastern Bikes, and that's how you assemble a BMX bike.